Hatlen Center, and yes, the staff did trust me enough to turn me loose on all of you. So basically, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what the Hatlen Center, what the program, what it includes. I'll just start there. So basically, it is a it's a program for learning independent living skills. In this program, you've got four main aspects. You've got technology. Assuming you don't know how to use the stuff you got, you can learn JAWS, Windows, different screen readers, different note takers like the Braille Note, the Braille Sense, so on and so forth. You can learn how to use scanning software. To take something that's printed and transfer it to the computer. Then you have living skills, which I kind of think of it as in two parts. You've got cooking, you've got cleaning. It also includes things like grocery shopping. And then you've got mobility, which is learning how to get to the places that you need to go to. Learning how to route plan, go to places you've never been, learning how to, like I said, get places you need to go. One unique area or aspect of the program is the financial aspect of it, which is when you go there, you get a what's called a financial advisor, or if you go there, you'll hear the term FA used to, which I always forget when I tell people. We just use the term FA, and then I forget, like, oh yeah, I got to tell people what that means. They don't know. I'm like, financial advisor. And so basically what that person does is, is basically just going to help you. You'll learn skills like, managing your money because, I'm skipping around here a lot. I didn't write out a whole big thing, so I'm just kind of jumping all over the place. So basically the program, it's set in based in an apartment complex. It's, and not just its own, there's a place in San Pablo, California, the Casa Ensenada Apartments, and the program is based in there. It has certain apartments designated for Hatlen students. And coming with, living in an apartment is basically, because the idea is to make it as close to a real-life scenario as possible. So, you're going to, you'll learn how to pay rent, because, there's a good chance, you might, after you finish the program, when you're on your own, good chance you'll be renting a place, or either way, wherever you're going to be living, you're probably going to be paying to live there. So, you're going to pay rent there. Like I said, you're in your own apartment. Everyone's got a roommate. Coming with that means you share, not only the rent, you share responsibility for, paying the bills. You've got your gas and electric bill. You've got, if you want to have phone service or internet or cable, you guys are going to split the bill for that. And it's also good because, just learning in general how to live with a roommate. Because that's another thing that, depending on your situation, you may find yourself living with a roommate. It's one thing, just how to interact with people on a daily basis when you're out and about, but it's a different thing when, you're living with someone. So, you learn how to live with a roommate. So the FA, like I said, that person's going to tell you, how to manage your money, how to budget, how to, plan for your monthly expenses, For example, what you'll do is, you might go over, try to map out how much money you spend every month. You have to, so you know how much money you have left over for things that you want to do. So you'll map out how much your rent is. You'll determine how much your bills are, how much you like to spend on groceries, and then you find, okay, I have this much for, whatever I want to do with the month.
You mean the needs have to come before the wants?
Afraid so. It's not so bad once you're the hang of it. I did. The living skills, actually one thing I want to say is that, like, a large portion of the program, which is something that I really like, is the fact that a lot of it is based on, it's not just like a curriculum that's like written out for you, it's really individualized, it's really, like, okay, for example, living skills. A large part of that is cooking. There's not like a set curriculum where it's like, you know, they're going to teach you how to cook this, 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 and this, you know. You'll start out with your living skills teacher, and they'll be like, all right, so cooking, you know, they'll ask you, so what do you want to know how to cook? You know, 'cause, you know, there could be, you know, tons of recipes growing up as a kid you really liked, and now you're like, okay, well, I want to know how to make spaghetti. You know, and so you'll put that on the list. You know, maybe you want to learn how to make, you know, some kind of soup, stew, or casserole, lasagna, whatever, anything. You know, you just say, you know, I'd like to learn how to make this. They'll put that on the list, and then what you'll do then is you will plan out a trip to the grocery store. You know, the first time you go to the grocery store, your living skills teacher will, you know, probably go with you. And then all the times after that, you know, when you need things like groceries, you know, you get to, you know, plan out your whole trip to the grocery store. You get to decide when you want to go, pick out, you know, what you want to get. You go there. They'll teach you how to ask for, you know, ask for customer service, who will then, you know, take you around the store. You know, make sure you bring your list with you. You know, you'll get the things that you need to get. You get to plan, you know, how you get back from the grocery store. And then when you get back there, you get to put the stuff where you want it, in your cabinets, in your apartment. I mean, the whole thing, it's really like, when I say it's like an independent thing, I mean, you're way independent. Basically what it is, you know, everything you need to do first couple times around, they'll show you how to do it. And the rest of the time after that, you know, you get to do it, you know, on your own. You know, you decide how you want to do it. You know, if you want to, like I said, you know, it's not a, you know, you got to do this. I mean, technically, you don't have to do anything, but it's, you know, if you don't, you get to, you know, feel the consequences. But, so, you know, I mean, it's like, you know, you really get to decide what you want to do. Same thing for mobility. You know, you learn how to go places. Where do you want to go? Like, you know, maybe while you're up there, you decided to attend college, which is another thing you can do. You have the option to attend college if you want to at the same time. So work your schedule around that. So then, you know, you'll learn how to get to college. But you could even say something like for example, near the complex, there's a McDonald's, there's a Subway, there's a KFC. I like those. I like those places. I like fast food. And so you can say to the teacher, you know, I want to learn how to get to Starbucks. Or I want to learn how to go to McDonald's. And they'll be like, all right, we'll put that on the list. That'll be our list of things to do. And you will route plan where you want to go. I mean, really, especially for the mobility, you know, really the only way you move forward in that is, you know, by you deciding where you want to go, you know. If you places you have to go, maybe you've got a doctor up there, you're like, all right, how do I get to my doctor's? That'll be another lesson plan. They'll also teach you how to route plan for, you know, maybe you have a place you want to go, maybe it's on the weekend, maybe it's just suddenly a friend called you up, you know, hey, come into, you know, San Francisco, you know, we're going to go to this place. And you're like, I've never been there. They'll teach you how to route plan. They'll teach you the different websites you can go on to create a route plan for the place you want to go to. And, you know, they're really easy to use once you get the hang of it. And like I said, you know, they'll teach you how to do all that stuff. And then, let's see, I'm a little stuck. All right, so, yeah, I mean, I guess, you know, just some little things, you know, the scheduling for your classes, you know, every week, every Monday morning, you've got they have an inspection where basically just to make sure you're keeping your house clean and stuff, you know, so, you know, you and your roommate can divide up cleaning duties, you know, maybe one of you does the living room, one of you does the kitchen, one of you does, you know, restrooms, all that stuff. And so, you know, y'all decide how you're going to clean the place, and basically they just come in every Monday, you know, not to say, you know, they think you're not keeping it clean, they just want to make sure that, you know, I mean, because it's not enough clean stuff, you got to, you know, keep the place clean. Otherwise, you know, you can get ants, you can get roaches, no one wants that, except for crazy people who like roaches, I guess. So, you know, but that's, and then with your schedules, you know, it's not like every week you have a set schedule, because, you know, there's, you know, a certain number of teachers, only a certain number of students, so depending on, you know, say your roommate needs more practice on his mobility than you do, he'll probably get more mobility classes than you will that week, because he needs a little more. Maybe you need to focus more on FA for that week. Maybe you've got something in living skills that you will learn how to do that's going to take a while, so you'll get more living skills classes that week. So, you know, the schedules, you know, nothing's ever, you know, predetermined. You don't have a set schedule every week. Every week it's going to be different. The way it works is most people, they call it, leave it on your cell phone's voicemail, so you can, check it whenever you want to. I mean, they can email stuff to you. They can do it however you like. So, it's just a little thing, So, and as for, what you do in your off hours, that's pretty much up to you, I mean, as long as you're there to attend your classes, you can pretty much, I mean, obviously,
Careful.
obviously not to do anything illegal, but, I mean, as long as it's within the limits of the law and not dangerous to yourself or other people, they pretty much say, do something, do whatever you want to do. And that's kind of a good thing, because it's like, when because they want to give you a chance to, find things to do. Maybe you get bored at the point where you're like, well, you know what? I got a lot of free time lately. I should start college, And if they give you too much stuff to do, you don't have time. They want you to have time to think about what you'd like to do after the program. You're just like, I have all this free time, I got nothing to do. I'd really like to be learning some stuff, so let's sign up for college. Or, anything. You could even, try to find a job while you're working, while you're there, You'd be like, all right, well, I'm bored. I got to, let me find a job for doing this free time I have. And, it's really good, the program, just the social aspect is really cool because, every night, for example, the technology lab is open for, if you need to be in there, do something on the computers, if you need to, just if you got something you need to do on the computers, you use the computers. The tech lab is open every night from 5:30 to 8:30 at night, except for on weekends. But a lot of people just come there just to socialize, just to hang out. I mean, we're pretty much all friends there. I mean, you just come, hang out. Sometimes people will, I mean, how you do. I mean, you make friends, and sometimes you'll plan things to do on the weekend. It'll be like, hey, you guys want to go into San Francisco for a weekend? I know this great place that has good burgers. You guys want to go, and so you'll, plan out a trip. So I mean, not only are you learning skills, you're getting good practice using them. You're using them in the same ways you'd be using them outside the program. Because I mean, on weekends, you're pretty much technically not in the program because you're just doing stuff that you would normally do anyway. So I mean, just the social aspect alone, like I said, you get to learn the stuff during the week, and then on the weekends, you get to use the stuff you've learned in situations where you would normally use it. I mean, I guess that's, really what I want to emphasize about the program. It's just that, it's really individualized. You decide how your time with the program is. You decide the stuff you learn. You decide how it works out. You get to pick the kind of experience that you want to have there. I mean, it's really, really largely influenced by you. I mean, if you go there with no idea what you want to do, they can make suggestions and, give you suggestions on some things that you might do, but, overall you're going to have to decide, I want to do this, I want to do that. And that's how you direct your time at the program and you see how it goes. And
What's the link to the video you want?
you know what, I don't, there is a video, which, ironically, even I haven't seen. But,
See it.
I should,
You should be in it.
I've heard it's really good.
It's online.
Yeah,
It is
it is.
online. Do you
Yeah,
know
there
the
is a
link?
video online. I don't know the direct link to it. I know if you go on to the Hatlen Center's website, which is www.hcblind.org. Yeah. Like I said, I'm assuming on the homepage there is a link to the video. I don't know what that link says. I don't know what it's called. Like I said, I amazingly enough have not seen the video. I need to, but I have not. And if anyone has any, would like to know more, I brought some brochures here. We got them in print. We got them in Braille. I don't think there's any in large print. I also don't think there's any in large Braille. I can check, but I don't think they are. Dave, we do have them in Spanish too, also Spanish print and Spanish Braille. Yes, we got some brochures, and if anyone's got some questions, I'm always happy to answer stuff. We can do that later on. I'm going to be here for a while, so anyone's got questions, find me. I'll see what I can do, and if I don't know, I'll refer you to someone who I'm pretty sure will know.
Good job, Brandon.